Alright, mic on. Yeah. Scene on. Alright. Alright, so yeah. So welcome guys to another blah game development, and yeah, today I'll be doing a game jam. I think it's Lux Jam 2. I hope my information got updated. Anyway. So yeah, so let's see how far we can do it. I have a rough idea. The theme is Hack the Planet. So yeah, I came up with this idea, so implementing it. I've been working it a bit like before coming to stream. So okay, let's get into it. All right. So where was I? I need. All right. So I needed to. Oh yeah, move the bullets. All right. All right. All right. Now bullet normal. Sure. That's a fine use to here. You will be Planet Crackle. Yeah. Alright, so I'm thinking of not what you call it, and also Phil Walks. Thanks for the follow. Um, I think you followed me while I was offline, so appreciate it. Yep, so thank you. Yeah. So okay, so I've decided every weapon should have their own individual bullets, which will fly up. So it's like similar to the ones I've done before. Right. So now the question is, do I need a weapon for this? That's a good question. If I get a weapon, then I'll be able to return the bullet back after the hit, right? So then I can use the pulling better. Question. Is a good question. Can I like? Okay, let's take in private eye. Oops, no. And yeah, let's call it that one. Right. So, then I should give initialize so that I can like set it up beforehand, right? Oh yeah, so let's actually do that as well. Void init bullet. That's called setup bullet. Setup bullet, which takes in I recon weapon. Right. This method sets up the bullet during during initialization, right? The main weapon for the bullet of type I weapon, right? So now let's see. Yeah, it should be mono and I bullet, right? Yeah, give me all the interfaces, and I will require. Let me also turn this off. I will require. Yeah, the move forward class movement require component type of move see move forward. Okay, you don't come on this now, do you? Yes. So movements, this, yeah. I don't need this. This for nothing. Not for now. So yeah, so why are you giving me an error? Oh. Alright, so we have the move forward. So yeah, I also need to private oh, what's it called? I move movement. Right. So I want you to be up here because it bothered. Right, so over here I'm going to say our weapon equals to sorry, weapon. Right, and movement equals to get component, which is so I know, right. Right, so now so this is what the setup bullet does. Now when I fire bullet, this is where I need also to do I do that now actually? Projectile holder. Thing is, let's say the projectile holder, will it give the error of no reference found? Because I'm worried about that a bit. Hopefully it will not. So I guess I have to create a transform variable. Let me just check how I did it before. See the script. Data scripts variables. It's always good to have reference during like 2 days jams. I'm actually not sure if I'll be able to finish it because kind of rusty for when it comes for 2 days jam and kind of busy as well at work. So let's see. Okay, come on. Right. Oh, where is it? Script of objects, data, variables. Sorry, not data. I mean script. Variables. We need a something called something. This one should be called transform variable. Transfer variable, and good sir, you are going to, where is the, no, it's, yeah, it's basically you. Oh, my bad. First of all, namespace. And this one will be made before I do that. I can remove you guys. Base variable, which should be transform, right? And yeah, I need all the abstracts. This is interesting because I cannot, you know what, for transfer variable, yes, let's just throw this, I just need you. Let me check the base class as well. Get value, does get value check? Yes, it does. You know what? This I'm not going to is value get default, otherwise that, right? So let me just say is value equals to null equals to false all the time, because I'm not going to make those checks, at least for not now, it doesn't matter. Get default value, let's just return null. Right, and reset will just make value, which is this, equals to null. And I can actually say this then. It actually doesn't matter because I'm gonna send null anyway. So okay, so that's that. Oh yeah, I also need to name it. If you don't name the game, then he will take the shame. Variable. Sorry, transform variable. Cool. So now, yes, now we have this. And now let's go to data. Transform variable. Let's call this a bullet container, right? So there must be something called a bullet container. Bullet container, right? Right. So where do we give it? I think we just give it a separate bullet container. Now here is a slightly bit of problem. Okay, we can give it here. We can keep it separate. Values and everything else will be separate as well then. Managers. Because if I give, all right, so let's actually make the stage managers, which will do better. Because I'm thinking if I give separate managers, then I have to keep this in mind. But like I'm sure, yeah, let's just keep it very simple. I mean, let's not make it too much of a hassle. Let's right. Serialize fill, private transform variable, bullet container, right? And here, serialize field, private, sorry, transform, bullet holder, right. So bullet container the set value to bullet holder. So this game manager is going to hold it. I'm sure that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, come on, give me. Let me put you here, and then you are going to be bullet container. And where is the managers? Game manager. Yatsa. Yeah. All right. So that's set. Now let's come back to bullet normal. So now bullet number is going to contain this container. And let's fill private transform variable. Oh yeah. Bullet container. Right. So now we can say setup bullet. Well, setup bullet is just that. It sets up bullet, and where it is. Okay. Wait. So now over here, we can have to say transform dot position equals to position, and transform dot rotation equals to rotation. Oops. And transform dot set parent to bullet container dot get value. Oops. Yeah. And then I'm gonna say game object dot set fdiff to true. So this is like the case, right? This is how it will be fired. But there's another catch. So now, yes, so this is that. I think I didn't give the speed. Let's put that. Or is it like I think in weapon I give the okay fine. Where is the well no, let's actually give it a test if it works, that is. So private void update. Right, so I want movement dot move. Whom are we going to move? The transform, and move it by what? Let's say move it by let's give it a 5. I think my movement is much more faster. Let's check. Yeah, move is 20. So let's give you around that's a 50, double my speed. So that's that. Let's give it a check. Where is the weapons here? Bullet normal. Oh, and of course, bullet container. Yeah, none of mine did set it up. And I hope I hope I get to finish it fast enough. Alright, so let's do the check. Select type 1. Right. Let's get to 5. Oh, fantastic. Right, so it should move forward. And it did not. Why didn't you? Yaha, it's because this part has not been called. Alright, just for testing purposes, let's just do this. Private void start. Let's just because like it's not going to be active, so just giving a start method doesn't make sense. So anyway, let's see now. Shouldn't be start, should have been a wait, but fine, it's still going to work. Oh, that's hell fast. Oh my goodness, of course it's fast. No. Why of course? Because let's actually make one first. It shouldn't be on fast like that. Maybe because I did give the FPS values. Alright, it's fine. It was really fast. Anyway, let's see. Alright. So the bullet is traveling. That's good. The bullet is traveling. Good. So let me remove you. Fine, then I have decided to. Let me see. Right. To give float get damage. Right, and then what was the other one? Oh yeah, speed. Float get speed. Right. Let's actually say get bullet damage and get bullet speed. Because I'm sure I will forget what they meant. The speed of bullet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? The oh, fantastic! Look, I gave speed in damage, and I was about to give damage in speed. Fantastic. The damage. The damage. Damage. Right. Right. So now, where is the player weapon? I called it right. Oh, I should lock them up. No. There we go. Let me put you here and lock you up. Yep, thank you very much for the errors. So now, speed rotate. Okay, that's the turn speed. Realize, yeah. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Private, private, bullet, speed, bullet speed. Sorry, speed, bullet, and this was failed. Private, bullet, damage, bullet. So yeah, so these are the ones that I need, right? You are going to give me the damage, and you are going to give me the what to call it, speed bullet. Right. So I will also need a fire rate. Right. Okay, so here is another thing. Let's see. So weapon, right? Weapon has a Q. This is let's actually put you in, call it. Put you in what? Actually, no. Model, right? So let's actually put you in here. So get in place, thank you. And then weapon. So now I'm thinking maybe I should make the timer interface, because I will need the what you call it, the fire rate, right? So anyway, before that, I do need a create. I'm going to. This will be the bullet container. This will contain all the bullets, for example, right? Okay. This will contain all the bullets. So then, in that case, I need. Yeah, that's failed. Private transform. Bullet holder. Sorry. Yeah, bullet holder. Right. Just bullet holder. Then what? Then so then I need to I could make a list and store all of the bullets there, so that instead of like continuously calling their component, so that will actually speed things up. But yeah, I'm just confused about one thing. I think initialization should be in start instead of yeah, initialization should be in start, and setup and storing the things storing it in a list should be done in the awake. Oops. So this is what we need. Private list. I put it. Let's right. So bullets equals to new. Private int bullet. Sorry. Index bullet. Right. Now over here for index bullet equals to 0. Index is less than bullet holder dot child count and in oops plus right. Then so nice one. So then let's go bullet dot add what again? Oh yeah, bullet holder dot get child index bullet dot get component bullet. Right, so bullet, and then in what's it called, start. Then in start we're going to need again, because I cannot initialize it, can I? Will initialization work in? No, I do not think so. Index equals to, because the bullet needs to be initialized as well. Index bullet is less than let's say bullets dot count and index bullet plus plus. Right. So now I'm gonna have to say bullets dot sorry, not initialize What on earth did I call you? I bet. Set up with that. Oh, no wonder. Index to that. Let's set up that. Yes. Right. So now they have been initialized. Okay, so now I also need timer. I actually need timer now. I timer. Let me check. I timer. So why do I need the I timer? I need the I timer because for the what it's called. Damn it, I forgot the name. Fire it for the fire rate timer, right? So whenever the timer becomes true again, that's when we fire. It's not true as in if the timer is done, then we fire, right? Right. Okay. All right. So and we can also use this normalized values as well. Right. All right. So let's go make the timer. Yes. Interface. Right. So so first I do need to. Actually, I can just get it from here. Oh, there you go. Right. And timer countdown. We need a timer countdown. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, what was I doing? So yeah, I timer. Is it a float variable? It is. But I will not call you. Okay, first of all, let's get you. No, no. Yes. So this is my timer class. Now, I do need a timer. So then, in that case, it means every every weapon should have a timer. Require component type of timer count. What are you saying? Dude, what the heck are you saying? Timer counter. Why? Okay, let me just get it. Using planet cracker dot timers. Happy? Right. So now, but does it mean every weapon should have a rotator? No. Enemies private. Sorry. Timer. Right. So I think I need to set it up in probably in the awake. Right. So let's actually do that. Let's call it a fire rate timer. Fire rate timer. Yeah. Right. Okay, that is fine. So we do this. Fire timer equals to it's gonna be on the weapon, so get component, and also who the heck writes get component like that? I timer, right? And then fire rate timer that starts setup. I did not give this fire rate value, so let's give it serialize field private float fire rate. Fire. All right. So that's that, and I do need an update. Yes, I do. So so over here, I'm gonna have to say if fire timer dot is done. If it's not done, if it is not done, then updated fire timer dot update timer, right? If it's not done, and if it is done, so here is what we're going to do. If it is done, let's say drink a bit of water. Alright. So if it is done, if fire timer dot is done, if it is done, when I call fire, if the fire timer is done. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to, per se, so, bullets, bullets, index bullet dot yaha. I forgot. I do need a let's fail private transform. Let's call it gen point. Gen point. Bullet generation point. Yeah. Right. And okay, so what is this? So where is it here? So this will be gen point dot position and transform dot rotation. So now I have fixed the rotation and position of the bullet, so now it will, yeah, so now it will look in the right direction and move all those yatsa. So anyway, so now after I have shot this bullet, I'm going to have to say fire rate timer dot reset timer, right? So it's no longer done. If it's no longer done, the Mr. Update over here is going to start to update. Alright, so then in this case, I am going to make you a context menu fire. There you go. Okay, so that seems about right. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's about right, because yeah, I got to give you these things. The bomb dot get with speed. And for now, no need to give any damages. No damages. Right. Right. Good. So I need you to give you timer countdown. Oh no. Ah, gosh darn it. Alright, never mind. I first need to do this. Right. And then I need to do this. Right. The bullet speed I'm going to give you, say 10 for now. Damage about 1. Fire rate should, let's say 1 after 1 second. Right? Right. Okay, so generation point and gen point, right? So let's give. Yeah, I have bullets, so let me just give you. So I'm going to make you this. So probably you're 0.6. You're 0.6, yeah. And this is your generator. JP. GP. So, Mm-hmm. So generation point is that. Right. So everything else is now set up, and I have the fire option. Yes, it is, but I do not have bullets, so okay. So let's actually do this. Let me put you. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. For me, for me. Add you guys, and put you guys at 0. Right. So now let's see what happens when I press the shoot button. There's an argument. There is an argument to be made. Ah, of course, I know why. Yep, I know why. Yeah, of course, it's going to give me an error. What the heck is wrong with me? So here is the thing. I'm gonna have to say. So since it ends in the limit, right? So int index equals to int index plus 1 if it isn't greater than or equal to Mr. Bullets dot count. If it is greater than that, make it 0, or else just do what you have to do, because it does end in like above the limit. So yeah, it should happen. So let's see. Boom, boom shakalaka, boom, boom, boom shakalaka. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Boom. Yep. But here's the thing. Now I'm out of. Oh, I'm not out of bullets, cause um because it is stored like that. Right. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. So now, in actuality, I have to make your movement speed slower and make you slower and make you guys faster. Oh, sorry, not you. The speed 15. Oh, let's see. Hmm. Or not. Let me make you faster again. And let me make you, let's say, that's a 30. Not 30, no, 30 is fine. 30 is good. Right, so now I can do this. Where is the fire at here? So let me make like a quarter. Yes, yes. Cool. Alright, so now I need to give some boundaries so that the bullets can bullets can die. Right. Actually, you know what, let's actually make it big and check. Yeah, it's not going to be obstacles like this, so successful boundary test. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. So, yeah, I don't need to worry about running out of bullets, because gonna make sure the bullets are fast, and there is a bit more. Oh my gosh. Yep. So now, yeah, colliding with the why do I have problems with words? Colliding with, oh yes, the environment. Alright. Right. So, if I collide with environments, then one of them should have the rigid body. Should be the environment. Alright, create. There's a cube. Right. I'm gonna need to put you here. So let's see. Let me make you bigger. And oops, this makes it 20. Yeah, way big. About like, yeah, that's about fine. As for testing purposes, I'm going to make you add layer to environment. Right, so let you beat that, and I did forget to do one. Let's get rid of. Yes, you know what? Let me make you into a prefab so that it will be easier to debug. Prefab. Yeah, so let's call you let's let's show you. Alright, so let's zoom in. Remember, let's actually make it smaller. Smaller as in 0.25. But no, 0.25. Yeah, sure, fine. That looks like that's the exact size. So one is to one. So let me remove. I was gonna say remove, but no, remove. Let me remove you, and then add it here. CSS. First box there. Remove. That's a nice word. 0.25. 0.25. 0.25. Yeah. And you, good sir, are going to be. Oh, so you're gonna be traded. You are going to be bullet. So now, bullet, no, the subject only. Right. So, now, I do need to give. Yeah, I mean, I don't actually understand why Android gets not the Ultra, but where is it? Where is no layer physics? Right. So let's start with. Right, let's remove everything. Everything. There a button? No, there isn't. Because I don't want them to interact with anything else. I want them to interact with my. Alright, so player is going to interact with. Well, nobody. Really? Yeah, seems like it. Player is not going to interact with no, sorry. Mouse area and player. No. Player is going to interact. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong way. Player is going to interact with, yes, environment. And player is going to interact with bullet. Right, and bullet is going to interact with player and environment. Nobody is interacting with the mouse area, right? I hope that's fine. That won't break it. Let me just check. I think it might be. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. So yeah, so that's the case. So now, oh wait, we didn't even check if it hits the. Should go through them. Yep, good. And let me make you into environment so that does sorry, boundary, so that does not go through environment. Let's check. Right, boom. Boom. Yeah, boom. So now if I go pew, yeah, it's gonna go through. Okay, so this I need to fix. So that means I need to give more. Oh wait, of course I need to give more bullet. At the moment it only has one bullet. Let's call it actually bullet. Let's hide it. Boom. See. Let's see. No, it's fine. Right. Okay, that's fine. Now, I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. Oh, I need to give collision to the birds. Right. So now, oh yeah, and I have to give most likely. Where is it? Yeah, I need to give you rigid body, but let's see. So first of all, I do need. I do need on trigger enter. Right. So where is it? Mr. Bullet, where are you? No, Bullet normal. Oh, I'm looking at it. Anyway, so let's make it protected. So now each bullet, sorry, yeah, each weapon should have a tag as well. Yes. Yeah. So tag should come from the from the weapon. So okay, if there is a collision, right? If there's a collision enter, it will either mean it's the environment or another player, right? Right. So let's actually do this. Private void on trigger enter. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm gonna have to say to do check if it with other character. Sorry, other tag. What the? So right. So now over here, at the moment, it is only going to hit with the environment, or it could be myself as well. Oh, so the environment tag is important. Okay, so fine. So then I just say this private string tag environment. Let's call it environment. Right. Right. So if other dot compare tag yeah, if it hits another what you call it, if it hits if it hits if it hits another, if it not another, if it hits the environment, then what do I do? Actually, I don't need to return it to the weapon, because the weapon already has a list of that, right? So I can just say game object dot set active to false. Yeah, that's actually, this is actually not a bad idea, because I don't need to do those checks. As I said, I'm gonna give them massive amount of bullets, so that and like make sure the bullets and the oops, and the what you call it, bullets and the fire rate, they are like they're matched up, and like they're balanced. so that they won't be able to notice it. Right, so environment is that, so come back here. Right, let me play. Right, so the reason why, oops. The reason why it's going through is because one of them needs to have a rigid body, and it's the boundary that should have. Right. Physics, rigid. Schematics. There you go. Now, boom, 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 boom. Haha. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, fantastic. All right. So let's actually. Oh, I forgot. Player projectile. Player shooting. Right. So let's make like this. So player is shooting. Now what? I should actually also give the player weapon a tag, right? Character tag. It's as if to hit the I think it's best to actually store the tag in the projectile itself, so that string isn't being sent. Nah, I think it's fine. Private. Let's say string target tag. Right. So this means Mr. Weapon. Oh, string target tag get. So target for bullets to hit. Sorry, the target tag. So target tag for bullets to hit. Oh, not what hit. Type that. Type that. Right. Yeah. Good. 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 Thank you for the error. Oh, right. So target tag. Thank you. Right. And Mr. Bullet. Where is it? Question is, whom do I hit? Let me hit the character first. If other complete tag is weapon get target tag, then for now I say debug law character. Right. That's the deal for now. Okay. So now for the character to be hit, I would need an enemy class, right? I would need enemy. That is what I need right now, right? So then, sorry, weapon. We give enemy. So enemy. Right. So we have completed. Let's see. Yeah, I can say basic characters. This is done for sure. And then like player shooting thing, which will be better shooting for the front. Yep, this is done as well. So yep, goodbye. So okay, so abstract weapon. Well, don't have an abstract yet, but player weapon kinda done. Player projector kinda done. And yeah, so now let's work with enemy and enemy generation. And what are you? Okay, so that's the environment. Player upgrade, health system we need. Let me put you here. Global values. Yep. Game managers and player upgrade, dialogue manager. Okay, these I need to get all done. If I can get these things done, then that will be really good, fantastically good. Okay, so let's actually also do this. Player select done. So we will need what you call it, enemies as well, right? Project test to player, right? So my goodness, why don't I have this? This should be a must. Merge request testing for citizen. Well, I don't. It won't show up now, but it's fine. Projects this, milestone that, create a pool. How we gonna get now? So creative. Yeah, so basically the player part is done, which is good. Day one, I'm like trying to finish the what you call it, the enemy part as well. Let me get rid of you. And yeah. So if I can get the enemy part done as well today, that will be good, very good indeed. Because it shouldn't be that difficult. Because I already I have given I have given like player location and all the stuff. Yeah, fantastic. So that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, let's get pull request for you as well. So branch. Yes, let's go through the two as well. Uh, one fetch. So, oops. Yeah, I can actually also give shift. Oh, I did not make them collidable, but it's fine. That's yeah. I'm gonna have them like that anyway. Alright, so features v1 enemies, right? Enemies. Right. The branch publish. Alright, so let's start with the enemies. Did I publish it? Yeah, good. Alright. I should also give the health now. Because health is needed. I should give the health now. And yeah, because it's needed. And yeah. Thing about health is this health I think will require like a request way of handling it. Makes sense. I will not give. I'm not gonna make it smooth because that sorry that will actually take time. So I'm just gonna keep it as simple as is. Let's see. Right. So for this we need max health, current health, extra health, heal health, add extra, get max, get current, restore is dead. And what is sorry? It's not health bar. I clicked the wrong one. Where is health bar? But a health bar is what the simulation does. I don't need it to be a simulation. I get hit, do something, and because I don't need it to be a process, do I? The only reason I need it to be processed is because if I wanted to have some kind of a smooth transition, other than that, it can be instant. Yeah. So let's actually do that. Where are my scripts? There. Folder. Else. We should make it I help. Alright, yeah, let's make it I help. Right. C sharp. I mean interface help. Yep. Come on, thank you. Damn, man. So, oh sorry, it's also interface. Interface and no mono. Oh yeah, and also now public namespace. Namespace. What's it called again? Planet cracker dot health. Right, so let's actually get all of this measly methods. Right, so these are the things I have to get. Current health is dead, and all this yada yada yatsas, right? Right. And health shall have that. Health bar will have yeah, what does health bar exactly do? Alright, so let's actually let's let's call it health. Um, yeah. And I don't need you. Please go. And yeah, I do need mono behavior. Keep doing that. I don't know why. I help. Right. Okay, so I don't need extra help. Do I actually? I don't. Of course I don't. I don't need extra help. Get lax, get current, get dead. I mean, is dead, restore. Yep. That is what I need. Let me get the I don't need you. Give me the error. Give me the error. Yeah. I don't need you. So the calculations are done. Oh, okay. Yeah. Total health. For now, let's just. Yeah. So every time, like when every time when, oops, the player dies, it will. What are you doing? Every time the player dies, the everything is going to be stored back to whatever it was, and the upgrades will yeah it will just keep on upgrading. Do whatever you upgrade, do whatever upgrades you want. On your death, everything will be reset. That's it. So I don't need any extra kind of calculations. Right. What? The max health, current health, this health, and that health. Alright, so now I need to. I need. Yes, so this means I will need. Private. I help. Help, right? Right. So, right. So then this means I need private. Health is int. Private int max health. Okay, and then oof, damn, goodness. So this init is being called yeah. So health goes to get component. Oh my gosh, I did it at my lord. Not damn my god. This is not even it. Get component on health. And so health dot dot setup is max health. Right. So now I'm going to need public void heal and amount. I'm just gonna let health dot heal. I'm just gonna let the health class have a public void health and amount. Right. Right. This one heals the character. Right. So heal and hurt. So now I'm also going to give you take a bit of water. Death condition. Yeah. And sorry, protected virtual void dead. Right. So now in dead, I could actually make you abstract and tell like that's not a bad idea. Because when you are dead, I want you to hide anyway. So alright, so it's fine. So let's say for now, when you die, you hide. Game of game. Why am I not doing that? Game of just set active to also I'll change it if this I'll make it into abstract if like hiding them is not necessary. This method handles all the data. Yeah. Right. So where is so over here you're just gonna check if health is dead, then Actually, why am I doing it like that? Yeah, I kinda need to give that, don't I? Protected is dead. Protected. Who is dead? Heihachi Mishima is dead. That is dead. Oh, I'm getting tired already. Can't be tired right now. This method checks if the character has died. Humans dead. False otherwise of type bull. So now let's come back here. If health dot is if it's not dead, then you do this rotation and whatever, right? Else, if the character is dead, then if game object dot active self, if it's being shown, then we say dead, right? Right. So if the player is not dead, do this movement, rotation, and whatever is needed. And if the player is dead, then call the dead dead method. So, and also the reason why I needed that yeah, if input.get mouse button is 0 and let's actually make it and, not or but and where's that? Where's my end? Is not, and if the player is not dead, then fire, right? If the player is not dead, so yeah, then fire. So okay, I need to check if this works. So which means I will say override. Yikes! Sorry, why am I calling it from here? Here. Right. Context menu, hard character. Right. For now, let's call this. Let's see. And also, by default, max health will be 1 because otherwise the character will just die in the start. We. Yeah, that's. Sorry. Make you. Yeah. Alright. So now. Here, right? And. Whoa! Okay. Why are you not? Why? What? Huh? Who is hiding me? Oh, I tell you who. No, in awake, it is saying in it, right? Max is 1, so there's no way you are dead unless I messed it up. When I say start setup, I am saying max health goes to this, current health goes to this, yeah. And heal, current, doesn't matter, get health, current health, restore, is dead. Okay, fine, but My question is, why are you getting disabled? Did I say anything that will disable it? If it's not dead, then do this. So yeah, so I don't get it. Why is this going away? What? Oh, I am an idiot. That's why. There you go. Oh my gosh! Now may I add? Thank you. Yeah, let's just go and move on. There you go. Right. So now, boom, boom, boom. I can move. Boom, boom. Right. Now, if I say, yo, you may have it, but no, you don't have it. But it doesn't call. Art character. Oh, it doesn't work in abstract. Ah, that's something. Then I think yes. What? Oh, of course it won't work, because I have to give a value. My goodness. Now if I say art character, boom. Yeah, I cannot move or anything. Fantastic, fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted. Now, good. Take off the headphone a bit. Oof. And now, what I need is, oh yeah, I need enemies. Right, right. So, what am I doing here? Okay, so enemies will, for now, let's just create a static enemy. Doesn't move, doesn't rotate. It gets hit and then it gets hurt. So, so in that case, what is it? Bullet Noma. Then in that case, when this gets hit, this means that this means this. Other dot get component base character, right? Dot hurt weapon. Oh my gosh, I'm all over. Get bullet damage, right? So this is what's going to do that. And what did I make bullet damage into float? Most likely, yeah. So let's go here. and I bullet. Sorry, I weapon. And right. Type. Right. So now it should work. Bullet normal. Right. So now, whenever the bullet hits, the character will get hit, depending on what the tag is. Right. Right. So in player place, in player case, the weapon has tagged enemy, which is actually what is true. So now we say np, just call it enemies, right? All right. So now let's come to characters, and we say move enemy. So move enemy should also shoot. Right. Enemy. Shall we go like enemy type 1, type 2? Cause okay, let's say move enemy. Every enemy I'm thinking of making them move, so enemy enemy. It's fine actually. We call it enemy, and then we can say enemy type 1, type 2. The basic. Okay, so this is probably like a base enemy, which is it will move. So, but it itself should also realize these requirements I should have given here. That would make sense, but fine. Right. So this is going to be like this. Right. Do I need a player position here? No, I don't. Right. So this is, what are you? Base. Right. So I think you just need to move forward, and you require a rotation that rotates towards the player. That makes very much perfect sense, right? That makes sense because where is it? The rotation is the one that's dictating which. In case of player, it's the same thing, which is when I press the button, it will just go forward. Which forward doesn't matter. It's going to go on its axis forward. So, right. All right. So yeah. So it's going to be move forward. Fine, move forward, and then we're gonna have a special what you call it? A special rotation that will require the player position. So anyway, so we can just say require component. Sorry, type of first we need move forward, I think it was. Move forward, yeah. So first is this. So we have tackled this. Now we need rotation, right? Rotate player mouse. Now this is rotate enemy. Rotate enemy. Right. Right. Let me just make sure. Rotate always, rotate direction. Rotate direction. Right, so in actuality it's not that. This is not going to be like that. But I do rotate player. I should open you up because I need you. Which calculation is it? This one. The target minus myself. Okay, so let's do that. Did I say? Yeah, I didn't. Let's do. Right. Så första för måste jag vill ha den här. Simulation speed. Yes, sim speed is needed. Sorry, I think, yeah, first of all, you are needed indeed. Wait, which one had it? Oh, it's the camera. Camera follow something. Yeah, camera follow, which is this. Right. Boom. Right, and so now I rotate from this. Right, so I don't need you guys, but oh yeah, I do need this namespace. Give me the namespace, or you are a dead space. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, I do need you. And yeah, I actually also need you two. Right? FPS, camera. No, I don't need anything else. Oh my goodness, I didn't even. I rotate. Give me the error, please. There you go. Right. This is going to be like exactly almost similar. So dir equals to its target, which is player position dot player position that's actually fascinating. Yeah, I did not make it into 0. I'm saying it's working. Interesting. I need to give that a second. But first, foremost, yeah. So dir player position dot get value minus transform dot position this, right? Right. Then I have to say rotation plus close to quaternion dot look rotation to dir, right? Right. This is actually very simple. It's just not copy here. Right. So that's that. This is player rotation, and everything else is set. The movement is set. Everything else, yeah. So this will keep rotating to that. I should also give a what you call it? Give a threshold, maybe a distant threshold. Distance threshold for stopping enemy movement. Most likely with the acceleration. Right. So so yeah, so let's actually check that. It's called rotate enemy, and let's go here. Like type of like rotate enemy. Come on, just give it. Yeah, right. Basically. So I have this. I don't have weapon. I get it, and I have health. And weapon at the moment doesn't matter. And health, I should give it a type of here, because every character will have a type of eye health. Eye health, not eye health. Health. Okay. My bad. Right. So now let's check. Alright, so first for the most it must be exactly like you model. So there, right? So basically there's an empty called enemy type 1, right? And then it's going to have a model. Going to have a models. Yeah, I could have done better, I know, but spacecraft model. I'm just running out of time. So you are going to be cube. All right. Cube. And yeah, I don't need a weapon as of now. Alright, so now we say here's the beauty, which is if I give this everything set up. No, everything is not set up. Let me undo this. Why do I keep forgetting this? I don't get it. Rotate enemy, right? You are needed. And you are needed. Yeah, so move. So let's give one move, right? And rotation. How much is your rotation? 150. So I give you a rotation of about, let's say 100. Yeah, let's give you 100 rotation. So let's see what happens. Sorry, and my speed move is probably 20. So I'm gonna make you, well, let's make it 5. Let's see a bit of movement, shall we? Oh. Ah, okay, so you want that, huh? Mm, yeah, you want that. Fine, I'll give you weapon, but there won't be anything in it. So, weapon, there won't be anything in it. Actually, should have said if it's not null then. Oh, alright, guys. I'm gonna take a quick break and then I'll be right back. Yeah, so see you guys after the break. Wait, I forgot my goodness. What is this? Oh. Okay, so I'm back. And my mic is on? Yeah, okay. Alright, so yeah, just make the enemy. Yeah, I could actually make it's a kind of movement. Pew, 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 pew. I need to see. Does it go through? Oh. Yeah, I should give a threshold. Alright, yeah, threshold. Let me also first actually give the collision as well. Where is the model here? Yeah, so I don't need to give the collision here. Component. Oh, and also, did I change it the layer? Yeah, I did. Good. And I don't think I have made a layer for the enemies. Nope. Let's make one. Enemy. Enemy. No, this one only. And your enemy. There you go. And also I need to update the physics. Just to everything. Right, so it's enemy is going to collide with the player. Enemy is going to collide with the environment. Shall it? Yeah, okay. Let's see. And enemy is going to collide with the bullet and itself. Yeah, that's actually what I want. Alright. So now, where is it? So I said your enemy. Sorry, not you. Ah man, the wrong one. Yeah, this puts it only on tag like this you. So enemy. No, enemy. And enemy. So now, we need to give the physics here. We give a box. No, it's going to be not trigger. And we give a rigid. There we go. It's not going to be is. Right, so it's actually basically gonna be just like the player. I did freeze the rotations only, right? And the Y axis. Right, and not trigger all this. Yep. So now let's see. Will it push me? Yes, it is. Good. Boom. They're going through. No. The bullet, I did say, oops, I did say to within enemy, right? Yep, I did. And I did say you are enemy, right? Not its trigger, and so it has a rigid. So what is the problem with this? Enemy collides with the player, yes. And enemy collides with the environment, yep. And bullet and itself. So, oh, most likely I didn't. Yeah, bullet normal. Yaha. I did not give collision. Actually, I should have also said, oops, this and this, right. I feel like I should actually make a method that would hide them or cause like some kind of explosions. But anyway, other compare weapon, get tag, yeah, I'm getting the tag, comparing bit. Hurting the, okay, so maybe I did not give damage to my my weapon, most likely. I hope I did. Yeah, exactly, that's fine. It probably was hitting, and since I didn't tell the bullet to hide, it looked like it wasn't like hitting, but now it will. Hopefully if I get to. Is it going above you? That's the question. And what's the shortcut for step again? Sorry, where is the step? Please, Mr. Step. Is it an edit? Oh yeah. Step is Control Alt P. Hmm. Alright, so let's see how. It's going above you. Just barely. Okay. That I need to make the enemies a bit bigger, which they will be. So yeah, so let's actually do that. Which means I'm going to make you let's make it 1.25 or 1.5. Let's make it 1.5. Right. Actually, let's do it like this. Sorry, 1.8 and 1.5. So like it looks more like it's easier to know which way is the forward. Alright. And yeah, 1.2, 1.5. So then that means 1.3, 1.5. There you go. So this will must definitely work. Yes. So now oops. There you go. Pew, pew, pew. Alright. Enough of flinger. Alright, so now the enemy is getting hurt. So now let's also give enemy movement with the threshold value, right? So that like it doesn't push me. But as of now, it is actually pushing me. So, right. Okay, before adding another before doing that, let me actually look how multiple of enemies will look like. Because I gave push, so they should push each other as well. Because I don't want them to like merge into one. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, they're pushing each other. Good. Because that's what I want. I don't want them to like merge into one. That looks fantastic. Let's see. Meow. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na-na. Ah. Okay, so when they push, I also get a little bit of velocity, huh? Hmm. Good to know. That can actually be fixed out. Let me just see. Where is the base? I can actually say, if I get any kind of, what do you call it? Velocity, private, rigid body, rigid body. Right, so if I have, it is not dead. Let's actually do it here. If, sorry, yeah, rigid body dot velocity does not equal to vector 0, then I'm gonna say rigid body dot velocity equals to vector 3. I hope it will work like this. Oops. So now if I'm pushed, like I won't be pushed when I introduce the threshold, but what if I collide with them by accident or something? Well, let's see. Okay, so it is still there. Oh, I can push them as well. Yeah, that is an issue actually. Let's actually let me actually let me also see the info here. That's fine. Alright, so let me actually do a little bit of research on how to remove velocity. Unity 3D remove rigid body velocity, because this is what I need. Trigger. No, cannot make it as kinematics. Constraint body. Select rigid body is. But let me unlock all. Is there any recent one? Okay, let's see with the angular velocity, the angular velocity vector of the rigid body. No, freeze, rotation. Controls weather, freeze effects, rigid body. Okay, so I'm sure, like, let me first check this. If I make it is kinematics, yeah, I won't be able to go. I'll be able to go through, right? So if I say is kinematics, I will most definitely go through. Oh no, I won't. Is it is kinematics? Ah, it is kinematics. Alright, my bad then. Whom did I make is kinematics? I'm supposed to make you his kinematics. My goodness. Let's see. Oh man, I even was like testing seeing someone else's result anyway. Yeah, now I can go through. No, it can't be his kinematic. This kinematic. Yeah. Let's make angular drag to 0 and its kinematics to gone. Let's see. Hmm. No. This is actually troublesome. Let's see. 5.19. It could be angular velocity as well. Let's do that. If widget dot angular velocity does not equal to vector 3.0, then make it widget body equals to angular velocity equals to 3.0. Like, I want both of them to be checked. It's not either or. Is it? Does it say angular velocity? No, let me see. No reference. Oh my lord. What have I done? Of course it's going not going to work. That's ay ay ay. I didn't even, oh my lord. I didn't even check if I was getting what you call it, errors. Sometimes I don't even understand myself. Yeah. This should work. Hopefully. Yes. Let's see. Like there is probably going to be. Why is it does it take time to, or maybe yeah, that's better actually. Maybe. Now we can like test again. Doom. Can you push me through the wall? No, you can't. Yeah, now it makes me feel way better. Alright, this is actually gonna be fun. Alright, good. Yeah, so threshold. Good thing I tested it out. Find the problem. Move forward. Move enemy. That's called move enemy. Move enemy. Then in that case, I can use acceleration and deceleration just like the player's one. So let's see. Move layer. Oh man, it's here. What? Right. So let's do this. Yeah. So you are going to be just like this. Move forward, right? Just move forward, and you are also going to have acceleration and all those idiots, right? Let's give you this. So the difference will be here is field private float this threshold, right? So so here's the catch is if oh, then I think I'll need the player area, most definitely. I will need the player okay, location. Yeah, location exactly. Rotate enemy, so I will need this. Right. So now if I say if vector 3 dot oh, okay, override movement. If I say if where movement, right? So this is like into. Let me just say accelerate. Accelerate. No. Good. No. This is what you're going to do. This is the. So now over here we're going to have to check if vector 3 got distance between transform dot position and player position dot get value. If the distance between this two is greater than this threshold, right? Right. Oh. It's greater than this threshold. Then I'm going to say accelerate dot accelerate. Right. No. Yes. Else, if it's not greater than the threshold value, then we're going to decelerate. No. Accelerate dot decelerate. There you go. Position dot moving to enemy. Right. So that's it. That is it. This is my movement. So now in enemy, if I come back, you're going to be enemy move. Right, go back. This is fantastic. Yeah, I was doubting whether Solid would work during game jams, because now it's actually turning out to be cool. Alright, so let me get rid of move forward, remove component, and let me add move enemy. And I cannot remove you. That's fine. Move up. Move up. So we need simulation speed. We need their position. And let's say for now the threshold is 1. Right, so when you get to a distance of 1, less than 1, then you will stop. Simulation speed. If I can get the enemy generation done by tonight, that will be actually very positive. And tomorrow I can do some programming and some little bit of modeling as well. Yeah. All right, so now make this. So first, let's see what's the result. Yikes! Oh my goodness! Yeah, of course you're not going to work because yeah, I don't remember if it accelerate accelerate by 1. Accelerate and decelerate by 1, so it's gonna give a nice flow. Alright. What about 2? Oh! Okay, let's do it again. No, 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 no. Oh, let's actually make it by 3. But it will depend actually from enemy to enemy, but we'll see. Why am I shooting? I can just... maybe 6. Six isn't bad. Let's then make it actually... I'm feeling a bit 8ish. Maybe 8 will be good. Yeah, that distance is not bad. It's actually good. Fantastic. So let's actually get now about boop, 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 boop. Right. and all of them are going to like keep shooting, right? It's pushing him in, nice. And this AI, like this AI actually seems to be really fun. Yeah, push them in. Pew. Nice. Okay, okay. So that's that. We call it enemy movement and rotation. Recorder. Uh, so now I want the enemy to shoot. Right. So that should be fairly simple because they will shoot from the front area and it will just go. Oi. Yeah, it will depend on the rotation, right? Yeah. So let's see. Let us see. Let me do it for all of you. And let me also give it the nice fine. Let's do anything. So where's the weapons? The player weapon, right? Okay. So player weapon. This is the special thing. Why did I call you the player weapon though? Because you have rotation. That's right. Okay. So yeah, I think I should actually have put everything in a base weapon. Fantastic. Yes. Not base weapon. Normal weapon. Player weapon will just have the rotation because this is the only thing that's different. This small line and everything else is the same. So let's actually say player weapon. Let's call it weapon normal. Weapon normal. Right. So this basically is going to take away everything from the player weapon and leave the player weapon to have the rotation only because that's the only difference. So what is it here? Planet Kwaku. Right. So let's get it here. Yes. So as I was saying, I am going to take oh, and also this is this weapon, right? So like in case of player weapon, I could say yeah, that's the like I can also give a rotation for the enemies as well, so that the turret can. I shouldn't actually then call it player weapon. I should have called it rotation weapon, because yeah, because like I could give a rotation for the enemy to lock onto the player. No matter where the player goes, the turret will follow. That is fine. I'm gonna come back to that later if I have time. But as of now, doesn't matter. So this, right? That is it. This is everything. So now over here, I'm going to say, you, my good friend, you extend from button normal. Right. So give me the errors. I mean the warnings or whatever that is you say. You should give me some warnings. Just so. Alright. Anyway. So this is gone. This is gone. This is gone. Right. So this gone. Start gone. There's a here. This shouldn't be private. It should be now protected. Virtual. Right. I'm coming back to you. Speed rotate. This should not be there. And back here. Protected. Override. Right. Protect override and then base dot update. Fire is fire, and the rest are like this. So this I could have most likely I will rename it. Right, there you go. So now they will keep on firing. So what am I doing? I'm messing with that. So there. Now enemy. Right. So override update. We'll do the update and then fire weapon. Doesn't matter if they're locked or not, they will just keep on firing. Right. So let's go back here. I hope this did not get. I forgot it might get messed up. Where was that? No, it's fine. Okay. Alright, so we need to now. So the model. There is a model. So let's actually put one down. Point 3. Make it point 2. Did I do that? No, it actually should be 0.5. Heck, even 0.75? 0.75. Yeah, 0.75 was about right. Let's say, like, yeah. How about this? It is fine. That's the model, right? Right. And then bullet container, right? Let's take this one. And gen point. Just I hope you are also see that. No, you are. Of course, you are not. Why would you? So now gen point. Yeah, about here is fine. So now weapon. Did not even increase my weapon. Target is clear. The bullet holder. I should have actually named it bullet. Yeah, that's fine. Let's rename you then. Holder. Right, bullet holder. Generation point is this. Bullet speed is like faster than you, so how fast do you go? You go 5, so I'll make you speed about 8, damage is 1, fire rate, let's say after 1 second. So let's see. So I don't have to do anything else because it's all done. Beauty of Sonic. Beauty. Okay, hit me. Boom. Oh. No? Oh, I think I got a no. No, why did I get a no? Oh, yeah, my bad. I think I got a no, cause I did not call you. This must be protected. Protected. Virtual. Protected. Override. Base. Whatever. Yes, that's kind of the problem. We do update a bit, but let's see. Hopefully everything is fine. I don't have start good, and everything seems fine. Let's see. Now it should work. Let's see if there's any errors. No. Okay, shoot me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Mm-hmm. Oh. I did say. I did say play, didn't I? I did. So, Mr. Player, are you? Ah, fantastic. I did say player, but I did not tag you. Oh my goodness. Okay, try to hit me. Boom, boom. Fantastic. Yeah, good, 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 good. Fantastic. So enemy shooting is done. That's fantastic. Basically, enemies is done as well. I could just make this into. I should rename this, shouldn't I? Call this aim. Sorry, let's player weapon. Call it weapon aim. Right. This just will do the rotation. Everything else, just the rotation. What if I could do that? Weapon. Rotate. Oh, copy. Right. So this should open you up. Okay. So now everyone can now use this. It's not like special for a player. So much, yeah. Weapon rotate. There we go. Let's see. So now I can just give a rotation to the what you call it? Boom, 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 boom. Rotation to the what's your name? The enemy, and everything will be fine. Cool, cool, cool. Something I didn't like seeing here. What was it? Was there something I didn't like here? Nope. Oops. Alright, so enemy is done. So basically, yeah, it's somewhat playable. Enemy shooting. So which is good. Now, let's check. Let's close this. Let's close this, and yeah, you are fine. No. What in the world? Okay. So weapon projectile, right? Abstract. We don't need an abstract weapon. Abstract projectile, yes. Enemy weapon, enemy projectile. So basically, weapons and projectiles are done. Fantastic. Enemy character. Enemy moving. Enemy shooting. Okay, so that's going to be me. All right. So now enemy generation, right? So here is a catty catch catch. So catty catch catch is, I think I need to give a little bit of the. I mean, I should now start to give the boundaries as well. Because the question is, how do I want to generate the enemies, right? How do I want it? Do I want it to be generated from the planet itself, or what is that? Didn't I say to do that? Like, if it's done, manage automation. If an open issue in this project is closed, if an open pull request in this project is merged, it will automatically close with unmerged comments. Yeah, I did mention it. Like, what the heck? So, actually, if I give it from the planet, then I should have, oh yeah, like a circular way of generating, right? Like generate, and the moment they are generated, the enemies, uh, they will start to move, right? So there should be actually lots of generation point, not just one, but actually a lot, so that like they don't end up overlapping, or so otherwise that will actually push them. So we have to see how much of enemies to generate, or we can like generate in a batch, so like 5 enemies, wait for 2 seconds, then generate even more, then generate, then wait for 2 seconds, and generate again even more, then wait for 2 seconds and generate even more. Yes. Yes. Right. So then, in that case, we could also do it like like I can already supply how many enemies I want to give. Like okay, so this instruction is done. Give how many enemies enemies sorry, give max number of enemies, right? Give max number of enemies to generate in one go, right? That start enemy generation, once once a certain threshold has been reached. Okay, for this I would also need state machine. Definitely. Definitely. So we need now state machine manager. Yeah, we kind of do. We kind of do. State machine manager. So we do need state machine and state machine manager and enemy manager. So basically this is actually here. Enemy manager. Let's do this. State machine manager. This will handle all the states in all the states during a gameplay from start to finish. Oh my gosh. Alright. As of now, I don't have any of them. Okay. So let me actually also check. Okay, so we're gonna come to that, but first we do need the enemy manager, right? The enemy manager. Right, the enemy manager should have that, and the state machine. I'm gonna just make it a very quickly and simply. The state machine. Alright, so let's go to the managers. Enemy manager. And also, before I do that, I just want to also enemy type. I wanna create like 5 of you. Yeah, so let's see. Alright. Right. So, enemy manager. So, enemy. Oh, I thought I muted it. I didn't. So where did that go? What did I get? There's a bit. Okay. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah. Enemy generation, right? So let me also make the barrier. Okay, so if I give the generation point, so it doesn't actually matter like where it depends on the generation points, right? So if I do give it near the boundaries, the good thing will be it looks like they are warping in. Right. So that's fine. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So I will need a list of enemies. Right? I will need a list of enemies. Once I have exhausted through all of them, I'm done. Right? No, I'm not. I'm done. The stage is done. Not the play. So the stage is done. Right. And yes. So when I do give it, the stage is. So what? How do we do it? Again, it could be simple. Container containing all the enemies. Look through it, add it to the list, right? Add it to a list, and then like one by one, let them go. Right? Boop, 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 pop them out, pop them out, pop them out, pop them out. Right. Q. Yeah, Q could work as well, but I feel like what you call it? Making a list is fine. Or Q is actually not bad because but there is one small problem, which is if all the enemies are dead, how would we know that all the enemies actually died? Right. So there must be a callback by the enemy that I'm dead. Right. So the enemy magic can't know. So otherwise it will be a loop. They will need a loop to go through a loop to verify if what you call it, if the enemy is dead or not. So no. When the enemy dies, send a message. Let me just write it down. When enemy dies, send MSG to manager. Right. Send MSG to manager. Right. MSG to manager. Yeah, I mean that's the only way. So in that case, a stage is done. The condition will be if all enemies have been exhausted, that is generated, and the final enemy has sent the message that it is dead. Only then it means the stage is done. Right? Right? Right. Yep. Right. Mm. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it. So then it means I will need to make a helper class. Let's actually make the helper class. Well, let's make it make. Let's actually first make the class. Come over here. Okay, let's get rid of you. So now my question is whether it is necessary to actually make a state machine, because what state will there be? There will be the first state, which is the player being generated in, and then there will be the second state, which is generating of the enemies. There will be a fourth state that will check if all enemies and an enemy generating has been exhausted. And then the fourth state will be in destroying the planet, and the fifth state will be to show the upgrade. It will be that path, or it could be the first three path to death path. That's it. All right. So let's see. Fantastic. Right. So first we need to say this field. We need a private transform. What do you call it? Enemy holder. Right. Yeah. The enemy holder. Right. And then let's actually use a queue. That would be fantastic. Private queue would be in no enemy. I should call it enemies, right? Oops. So that is it, right? Right. So now in awake, private void awake will be in it. Sorry. Private index. So for index equals to 0, index is less than enemy holder, and sorry, dot yeah, and oops, index enemy plus plus, right? So your job is to oh, and also most importantly, enemies equals to e, yeah, right. So now enemies dot push. Sorry, I keep messing this up. Dot enqueue because it is enemy folder dot get child index enemy dot get component, which is enemy, right? Yeah, so that's it. Right. Look for adding all the enemies. Yes, it's not going to be highly optimized well, but I'm not going to have the time for it, but try to make it as optimized as possible. So yeah, so now all of the enemies have been added into the queue. Right. 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 Okay. So now I'm gonna have a counter. Private int enemy gen counter. Right. Right. So I need generation point as well. Let's just call you guys index, right? Private transform gen point. There we go, right? So like I can be able to choose which one to generate it. So now and also there's fill private int gen thresh. How do you spell threshold? I'm losing my mind. Is it thresh? No, it's a, there is no a. So there's gen threshold. Right. The threshold after which the gen the threshold after so this is that and enemy generated content. Okay, so now over here in the update so in the update I'm going to say oh, and also max serialized field private int max and enemies. Yikes, I'm pressing everything. Max amount of enemy to generate. Yeah, if I don't write this to like for this a little bit a summary for these two variables, I will definitely forget it in the future. Future, I mean like after 5 minutes. So anyway, now so private update. Right. So first I'm gonna say if I could actually make a method that's a private who is stage complete. Right, so for now it could be what's it called, enemies dot count that's not equals to, sorry, is complete means yeah equals to 0. Right, this method checks if the state is complete. The stage 2 means state is completed, false otherwise type 2. Yeah. So if stage is not completed, if stage is not complete, why did I say complete? Good. If stage is not completed, then fine, it come in here. Alright, so then I'm gonna check if enemy generate counter, if it is less than gen threshold, if it is less than the threshold value, right? Oh, then we need a boolean private bool is gen enemy. Okay. If enemy gen counter is less than gen threshold, then I say is gen enemy equals to 2, right? Which it means, okay, fine, generate the enemies. If is gen enemy, oh, so then we're gonna come in here. Okay, if enemy gen counter is less than or equal to max enemies, right? The maximum number of enemies. If enemy gen counter is less than or equal to maximum number of enemies and enemies dot count does not equal to 0. Yeah, I'm not using the stage complete method here. It's because like that will change. So using it here will be bad. So if enemy counter is less than maximum enemies generated, and enemies count does not equal to 0, so we generate an enemy, right? Why is the question? How do we do that? Where's basecamp? Right. Init is supposed to be called from awake. Init. Yes, it is. So if it's supposed to be called from awake, then we can also give another method here that is going to be this. Oops. Public void start character. Right. Vector 3 position. This one job is just this transform dot position equals to position. Yeah, place it to the given position, and then game object does set active to true. Oops. To true. Yeah, make it true, and this will be triggered, and everything will follow. This method will place the so this method will start the right position the position to start from type vector 2. Right, so now over here I'm going to save. What am I going to? I'm going to say this enemies dot dq. Right, dq an enemy, right, and then start character. Right, before I do, my goodness, I guess I'm having before I do this, I need to say index equals to index plus et. If it is greater than or equal to gen point so gen point holder dot child count. If it's greater than that, then make it to 0. Else, well, yeah. So this will take care of any previous faulty values. Right. So then we say gen point holder dot get child. Oops. What is why is my mind there? Dot position. Because yeah, it's returning transfer. So yeah, so let me read it again. If is generate enemy, okay. If enemy generation counter is less than or equal to maximum enemies, right? Okay. And enemies dot count does not equal to 0. Enemies dot count, yes, does not equal to 0. Then fine, then get the index of the next generation point and dequeue an enemy and make it place it in that generation point and start the enemy, right? If this is the case, so if any one of them became false, then we say else is genuinely equals to false, right? I feel like no, because this has a potential. This has a potential to does it? Does this have a potential? This line, I don't think it has. You don't? No, because it's already handled here. That kind of just makes sense. If it equals to 0, then it's complete. If it's not equal to 0, then do it. If it equals to 0, then it will not go in. Yeah, this is redundant. Right. So condition for generating enemy. Condition for starting to generate enemy. Generating enemy. Checking if enemy can generate. No more generation. Right. My goodness. This thing. Right. Right. So is gen enemy equals true? Oops, I can't. Did not even notice it. It's is gen generation. Is gen generation. Yeah. So this will generate. Oh. So this counter, we must find a way to lower this counter. If is gen counter is less than equal to enemies, then generate. Oh right. So let's see. Let us see. Let us see. See. So basically, you guys are all can't be seen. Okay. Okay, so managers. Yeah, the enemy manager, enemy holder, enemies. Right. So now generation points. No. No. Generation point. So this is what's going to be here. Generation threshold. Let's say 5 and max is 10, right? Okay, so now in the generation over here, I'm going to give empty and Mr. Empty, and you are going to be generation points. Let's say this. This is the sun. Okay? Let's make it bigger. Is it okay? All right. So generation points, I want it to be here. Just for testing purposes. Then here. Then here. Right, and then here. Then here. Like there should be a bit out of it, guys. Right. And I hope this works. Right. So there must be characters. Please open. 5, 10, 15. So I said 15. Yeah, sure. Why not? First, let's see if there is any errors. Move. Oh, wait, my bad. Okay, so how many of you got generated? 50, all of you. Right. Didn't I give limit? I'm sorry, mate. What? Yeah, so what? Oh. I'm a, well, I'm a something. I'm a llama something. I'm a llama. Enemy generate. Oops. No. Enemy generator plus. Because enemy has been generated, right? I did not even. I'm a llama something. Right, so, yep. 10. Well, it's actually 11. Okay, fine. Let's actually make it. Here. I'm a llama something. Alright, so I can actually say 8 and let's make it 2. And let's also increase my health so that I can actually run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Did I get any? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Ah! Oh man, man. Yep. I have a feeling it will be done by today. I mean, degeneration. The degeneration. The degeneration. Alright, so now, yeah, degeneration is done. Now I need to make a helper class and allow the enemies to um, call back when it dies, right? It can say, hey, I'm dead, right? Sorry, what? Where is my view? Hmm. Sorry. Let me just check one thing. Where's the manager? Scripts. Managers. Enemy. Enemy manager. There must be. Oh, they look like that. But that's fine. No, this is not what I wanted. Script. Scriptable object. Data, no. Script. Oh man, I have audio and all this stuff. I forgot about audio. Manager helper. Yeah. Basic manager helper. Let's see this. Let's go. Water. Step manager, so that's that. And yeah, there's this. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Makes sense. Script objects script manager. Oh. Oops. What am I doing? This should be called base manager helper. Oh. Degeneration not down. Degeneration. What is anything? Okay. Then I put you here. Gotcha. Right. So now, I do need it to be. Okay. It has to be generic. And these. Yes. You are not in delegates, sir. You are in managers. Sorry. Right. Right. So now I will need to. Actually, no. You should be here. And base manager helper. Enemy manager helper. Enemy manager helper. Degeneration. So yeah, where is the Okay, so now actually also now actually also okay. I will. Where is my enemy manager? Ah, fantastic. Yeah. So public void enemy died. Right. So what you will do is this. Enemy generator minus minus. I don't actually care if it goes below 0. Right? Does it matter? No. It matters if it goes below the threshold. This method counts when an enemy has died. Oh wait, I can just copy it. For now, it's just one method. It's manager dot enemy died. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. So for now, that is it. And yeah. And now let's go make the data, set up the variables. Sorry. No. Seriously? Yeah. Seriously. 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 Yeah, sure, that's be the name. Combine. Right, and so in that case, this means this is the most important thing. So yes, fill so private enemy manager helper, right? Helper. Using pancake suitable, yes. So this should be called it must be called in awake because yeah, setup is in awake, right? I can just make it do. Oh, did I put it in start? No. Oh no, no, go. Yeah. So it's an helper set manager. Hey, dicey, 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 dicey. Alright, so now this is here, and now I'll come here. Sorry, this. Thank you. So, where is it? Here. Call it enemy manager. And using file. Yes. So now the good thing is I can just override the dead condition. Yeah, do what you have to, and then I can say this enemy manager dot enemy died. Right. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now the enemy manager will know when to start to generate again, right? So let's make it actually simpler. As simpler as in readable. So let's say we can have 5 enemies. Whenever there is 1 enemy left, we start the generation process. Right? Oh, my goodness, what? Oh, of course. Of course it's not going to work because I have not set you up here. And I have not set you up. Right, and which means I need to do them here to avoid future errors. Let's see. Okay, so if I there should be more. Oh, did I say less than? I probably said less than, not less than equal to. Let's see. Yep, I said less than. It should be less than equal to. So now when there are, say 1 of them left, but it worked. It worked. So when there's 1 of them left, we do it. Right. The 4 of them left. Yep. Let's. Oops. I pushed you. There shouldn't be any more left now. Oh. Done. Yep. Yes. No more left. So, what happened? Well, first of all, what happened is it worked. So, now each stage completed should be, if enemies are coming close to 0, they should also come back to 0, but I have a feeling it might be, I don't know, this, and let's say fine, enemy generate equals to 0 as well. I mean, it should be, right? So if that happens, we are going to say else debug.lol stage completed. Yeah, man. Right. So let's see. Is completed. Is completed. And is now. Oh, what? So we see there was a issue. Yeah, it is empty, so I don't get it. Why did you know what? Let me test it from here. I'm gonna give you like 100. Okay, what? It is empty, but it's not done yet. Now it is done. So yeah, most likely, yeah, that what I thought was gonna happen happened. So basically, if generator image less than this, yeah, but I'm not sure why that happened though. Oh, yeah. It's because of this condition now. Mm-mm-mm. So, mm, so we need to do this. Is gen enemy. Enemy gen counter is this. If less than equals threshold, then make it that. That and enemy enemies dot count does not equal to 0, right? I need it here and I need it here. Okay. Alright guys, I guess I'm gonna call it for today. I may come back later tonight because I will be coding again later tonight. So like I also have other things to do. So if I can make time, then I will come back later. If not, I may code till like late night. And if I'm too tired, there's no point in streaming because I become very quiet. So anyway, so yeah, so this is gonna be something. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish the enemy generation by today, tonight, and if that is done, then tomorrow is gonna be one more feature that I'm a bit worried about, which is the hacking of the planet. And once that is done, then phew, it's gonna be a smooth sail, hopefully. So yeah, I hope I didn't chew a lot. Chew more than I can bite. Wait, what? Bite more than I can chew. Or whatever the saying is, I kind of don't remember right now. And also, best of luck to everybody else who joined the game jam. So, okay, see you guys later. And yeah, stay safe. And yeah, blah 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 blah. Out.